How much do you need to earn in order to feel financially healthy? Well, the number is going to surprise you. I'm going to break it down for you. That and more coming up. My name is Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. All right, so how much money do you need to make in order to feel financially healthy? This is not the question I would have asked, but someone did. And check out this article here from CNBC. Just a few weeks ago, stated that Americans need $122,000 in income per year. I was going to say, wait, what is that? Like every 5 years? Per year to feel financially healthy. Are you shocked by that? I am shocked by that number. And you should be too. And I know that, based on cost of living, wherever you're observing this content, it might feel different. I don't know, but that's astounding. That's a problematic survey or conclusion. And for a couple of reasons. I mean, number one, just objectively, well, that's double the average income that an American makes, right? So yeah, if you need that much to feel financially healthy, but on average, Americans make half that, well, Houston, we've got a problem. Here's the bigger problem, in my opinion, though, is this data, or just this headline, because it's not even the data, just this headline suggests financially healthy is equal to the amount of income that you make. And I have years of evidence that suggests that is not the case, okay? Your income alone, or even primarily, does not dictate your level of financial health. And I would also say problematic feelings lie. You know that. Your feelings lie to you anyway. So I have all sorts of problems with what this article says, and even the headline about it, because it would suggest that, well, if you don't make that much, well, you're, victim. You have a problem. You don't feel well. And I would argue, okay, if we just set that aside and I get passionate about what I'm actually passionate about, and that is, how do you actually become financially healthy? What is it that actually makes you financially healthy as opposed to income equals feelings? Well, let's get into that right now. That's more important. In order to be financially healthy, I would first argue you need margin in your cash flow. You need margin in your cash flow. You've got to spend less than you make. I mean, you're going to feel financially healthy if that's your situation. Now, some people objectively accomplish that by a budget. I would argue you don't just need a budget, you need a 3 bank account system, because you're not spending more than you make is a function of your monthly bills, but it's also a function of your non-monthly bills, the bills that or the expenses that you're going to do anyway, but they only come up every quarter or once a year or every so often. And so a 3 bank account system actually objectively takes a look and says, here's how much money's coming in, here's the normal monthly expenses that come up, both the fixed bills, but then also the variable expenses going out to eat, shopping, that sort of stuff. And then here's all the irregular or non-monthly expenses that are going to come up anyway. Are you setting enough money aside so that when they come up, they don't disrupt your budget? That's how you can objectively determine, do you have margin? And margin is a sign of financial health, that you're not pinching things too close, okay? That you don't run out of money before you run out of month. Now, here's the problem. We live in an inflationary time right now. I would have thought I'd never say that, okay? But we do, okay? And so your margin is being threatened right now. Your margin is under attack at this moment. So I would argue, make sure you lay out that budget. Take a look and say, hey, prices are going up. So does that mean the budget that I once thought I had and was operating on, where I had a certain amount of margin, now that's gone, it's different, it's changed, and I need to make some adjustments? Do that budget right now, do that analysis right now, work with your CFP, make sure you've got margin in your cash flow, in your monthly cash flow. That is a way to actually have financial health. Second, not having too much debt. That's just plain and simple. If your debt, okay, if your debt load is too much, it can create worry. If also it's too much and that means it takes up too much of your monthly budget, that's going to erode your ability to create margin. When you're building your budget, you've got to look at your take-home income and you've got to list out all of your fixed expenses. Rain or shine, you got to pay those things. And debt payments are those fixed expenses. Whether your income changes, they shut the economy down, whatever, you've got to make those payments, okay? Unless they change the rules like they did. Okay, so fixed expenses, then variable expenses. So if you have too much debt, number one, it's going to create worry, okay, and create financial stress. That's not financial health, okay? But second, it's going to create a larger monthly expense, which will make it harder for you to have margin in your cash flow. The third way, not to feel financially healthy, but to be financially healthy, is to have a fully funded emergency fund. In fact, I've done videos before that. I think we need to get rid of the term emergency fund. We're all used to it, so I can politic as much as I want, but get rid of it. It should be a financial confidence account. A financial confidence account. Yes, when you have an emergency, these are the dollars you're going to use. But when emergencies aren't happening, it's that rainy day, it's that slush fund, it's that cushion that gives you the financial confidence that you need that, well, if this doesn't work out, or if I get a surprise bill, or if my income changes, or my job situation changes, or I've got a health issue, or family has an issue or something, I've got the confidence that I should be able to handle that because I've got these reserves, I've got this savings account, I've got this money market where I've stuffed a certain amount of money in. That's financial confidence. Having that confidence, that's a sign, that's a feeling. No, not feeling. That's a reality that you've got financial health. Next, I would argue saving up for your future. Just the ability to have that margin in your monthly cash flow, that's one thing. The second thing that I've just seen contribute to someone's overall financial health is then saving that money for the future. Watching that build up into an account, watching that money be invested. Yes, it's a roller coaster at times of investing, but over the long term, it's a roller coaster going uphill. And you don't need to take my word for it. Just take a look at any chart, okay, of the overall stock market or a diversified mix of investments. And so saving that money for the future, that is a feeling. I'm doing something good for my financial future that helps you be financially healthy and certainly helps you feel financially healthy. And then the last thing that I would tell you would contribute to you actually being financially healthy instead of just feeling that way is knowing where you stand in relation to your financial goals, actually doing the math. Okay, I have a goal of being able to retire by the time I'm 67, and I'm contributing the right amount, and I have the right amount invested, I'm on track for that. Or I'm not, and here's my plan to get on track. We have a goal of buying X amount of house, and so we're setting this amount aside towards that goal, and here's the plan, and we're on track. That, or helping kids with college, or paying off debt, or something like that. Knowing those goals, and knowing what you need to do to be on track for those goals, that is financially healthy. That is financially healthy. Is this list of what, 6? Is that the comprehensive list? No. But guys, I didn't mention income once, and it wasn't just because I wanted to refute this article. No, there's way more than just your income that determines whether you should feel financially healthy, more importantly, whether you are financially healthy. All of those 6 items that I mentioned and all of the others are addressed in the comprehensive financial planning process. We call it One Plan. It's looking at all 6 areas of your financial life and having clarity and confidence that you're doing the right things, that you've got things structured the right way. And then applying creativity, that third C of, well, I'm trying to do this. Is there a better way that I didn't know of to accomplish that? That brings synergy to these different areas of my financial life. And yeah, that's those 3 C's, clarity, confidence, and creativity. That's what your certified financial planner that's doing comprehensive financial planning, One Plan, that's what they're providing to you. That's their service. That's their value. So work with your CFP on that. Don't just feel financially healthy. Don't just look at your income and say, well, that should lead me to be financially healthy or not. No, actually do the work and be financially healthy. Why? I've seen people be financially healthy making far less than $122,000. And I've seen people not be financially healthy. I've seen people file bankruptcy making nearly $1 million a year. If it was on income alone or income in majority, that's a whole different story. It's not. This headline is a lie, in my opinion. Take the steps to be financially healthy. Work with your CFP on that. If you don't have a CFP that can help you, you can always contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com, that's Korhorn with a K. WiseMoneyShow.com, you can find us there as well, or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.